Good day, everyone. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Rajita. We have been working with ResultsCX for many years now. We have been working across the teams to improve and support workforce management.
It's great to be here with WFM leaders from across the industry, and we are looking forward to sharing ideas and learning together.
Okay, let's start with a short video that gives you a look into who we are at ResultsCX.
Every successful company needs happy customers, but delivering great experiences is about more than clicks and likes. It's about the potential to maximize impact, enterprise-wide, because let's face it, results matter. So what if you could bring people, processes, and technology together to go beyond operational excellence and power the business outcomes that underpin your growth, accelerating revenue, reducing cost, and elevating experience? Welcome to ResultsCX.
Now that you have seen a glimpse of who we are, let's move into today's topic.
All right, let's jump in. Today we are talking about something every WFM team tussles with: seat planning. Sounds simple, but we all know it's a puzzle with many moving pieces. At ResultsCX, we have been working hard to solve that puzzle, not just with tools and data, but with teamwork. Because when teams align, resources fall in place, efficiency improves, and yes, costs come down, and everything becomes fine. We've been validating every step of our process to find where we can do better. And one big leap forward has been a new capacity planning practice, a smarter, more collaborative way to plan seats. So our theme today is one team, one plan, solving the capacity puzzle. Let's explore how working together can turn planning challenges into performance wins. Teamwork matters. We've all heard stories that show how powerful it can be. Now think of a jigsaw puzzle. You have all the pieces, but no one knows what the final picture possesses. Each person works on their own section, and progress is sense interaction. As WFM professionals, we've seen similar situations where different departments work with different situations, where everyone is doing their best, but the views don't always align. At RCX, we experience this while working on capacity planning. Each seat is valuable. It represents cost, space, and opportunity. But different teams had different trackers and logic, leading to multiple versions of the same truth.
Legacy and limitations. Now the legacy process that we were following at ResultsCX was WFM team will calculate the seat requirements, the IT team will provide the seat count data, the operations team will maintain a separate seat tracker, and the facilities team will maintain a separate seat map. Now what happens is all this leads to duplication of efforts and redundancy of efforts. It leads to delayed decision makings and low visibility of unused seats. So if we want to know what is the actual unused seats in the system, we'll have to get all the departments together and then come to a conclusion. So our goal was simple: to bring all the departments' data onto the same page using a unified view. It was just like assembling all the different pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together for a unified picture.
Reimagining capacity planning at RCX. While most companies keep seat management outside WFM, we brought into the spotlight. For us, capacity planning is equal to seat planning, and WFM leads the way. Our dashboard used to be just another report. Now, it's a strategic engine powering smarter client location proposals, cross-site cost optimization, and accurate financial budgeting. Because every seat is a cost, and clarity drives smarter decisions. One dashboard, one logic, one vision.
Unbox discoveries, regional trends and applications. Now, we all would have been working on certain Excel files since months together. And when we are working on those files, we know each formula about each cell and everything. But when a new person looks at the same file, we get fresh perspective. And the same thing happened on capacity planning or seat planning as well. Wherein when we had some fresh new eyes looking into the same reports, we got to learn some new stories. We had some new discoveries. So that's the power of collaborations. It's not just about sharing the work. It's also about sharing the perspective. And when it comes to seat planning, those fresh views made all the differences. Now, one standout example. We had few training rooms which were meant for training, but they were being used as storage spaces and recreational spots for the support groups. Some of our smaller headcount programs with just handful of resources were being allocated seats in larger production floors, while some of our larger headcount projects were being assigned smaller production spaces, and they had to fit into those, squeeze into those tight spots. So it was clear to us, we weren't just solving a seat puzzle, we were playing Tetris with the wrong blocks. This showed that smart seat planning isn't just about availability. It is about right sizing and correct alignment, which aligns with the WFM goal of having the right people at the right place at the right time. And when it comes to seat planning or ResultsCX capacity planning, it's like having the right number of seats at the right site at the right time. And just when we thought that we have seen all the different types of nuances, we learned that there are a few programs wherein there are those small pockets of seats. Now it's like you have just few seats in certain programs which is always remaining empty. So those go unnoticed, but still they are there. So it's like it was not, those seats were not enough to host a full team, but then at a consolidated view for a particular site, it was too many to be ignored. It like you find a certain change in the different drawers, right? It is useful, but because it is scattered, you don't realize that there are so many coins lying across. So it reminded us that good planning isn't just about the big picture. It is about finding the small gaps that slip through the cracks. This showed us that smart seat planning isn't just about availability. It is about right sizing and correct alignment.
Process power up. A single gear can't tell time, but put a few together and suddenly you've got a clock. That's exactly what seat planning felt like. Each team had a piece of the puzzle, but it wasn't until we synced up that whole mechanism started working. When WFM ops training and facilities move in sync, efficiency isn't just possible, it's inevitable.
To kick off our improvement journey, we began with a strong foundation, that's analysis and data validation. This was critical to ensure accuracy before moving forward. Our enabling functions like operations, IT, facility, they helped us and they played a key role by physically validating the seat data which was there on the ground. Next, we focused on streamlining the departmental differences. Each of the team had their own nuances, and aligning these helped us create a more consistent and efficient process. These initial steps set the stage for everything that followed. Next, we built a collaborative capacity planning approach, bringing all the enabling functions together so that everyone stays aligned on the site capacity and the seat allocation. Our allocation strategy was simple. WFM team will calculate the seat requirements. The operation teams will allocate the seat allocation across the programs and the LOVs. One framework, one strategy, driving alignment and clarity in capacity planning. We did not roll out the seat planning or capacity planning across everywhere at once. We started small, we started smart with a pilot project in one of the regions. This allowed us to test the allocation strategy in real conditions. We gathered the feedback and we refined the approach. The result, a stronger, proven model that we then scaled across all the regions with confidence. Pilot, learn, and scale. To make these insights actionable, we built two powerful tools. That's a capacity dashboard, which gave a comprehensive view to all the managers, and we had an executive dashboard as well for the higher leadership so that they get visibility at an immediate space. These dashboards transformed decision making, driving speed, enabling data-driven decisions, and ensuring full transparency across the organization, turning data into a tool that empowered decisions. Consistency was the key. To keep everyone aligned, we established a monthly cadence with the ops team, IT team, and the facilities team. This ensured that we have a continuous collaboration and a quick issue resolution. Alongside this, we have been regularly releasing the capacity dashboard, which has been keeping our managers and executives informed about the latest data for smarter and faster decisions, regular cadence, real-time insights, and continuous alignment. The story of an improved capacity planning framework. Now, the foundation of our capacity planning framework has been collaboration and accuracy. It starts with the WFM team validating the headcount details and the seat requirements, our facilities team physically validating the seats at a regular basis, and the seat allocation which gets executed by the operations team. Our monthly cadence with all of these enabling functions has been ensuring that we stay ahead. We have been understanding the space constraints, our client restrictions, and we have been maintaining readiness throughout the peaks and lanes throughout the year. The result, a data-driven system that anticipates needs, adapts to change, and keeps everyone aligned. This isn't just planning, it's precision in motion, from data to decisions. Precision planning that adapts and delivers.
Seat capacity in focus, a clear view. From data to decisions, that's the power of our dashboards. They're designed to be smarter, faster, and stronger, giving users the ability to slice and dice data as needed. With intuitive charts and quick site comparisons, managers and leaders gain clear visibility into actual seat usage and availability, turning complex data into actionable insights at a glance. Smarter dashboards, sharper decisions. One report, one rhythm, one vision. What started as an idea is now a unified system. Dashboards, regular syncs, and smarter seat management, powering decisions across operations, IT, and facilities. The capacity dashboard isn't just a tool. It's shaping proposals, driving allocations, and setting a new standard for transparency and agility. And here's the best part. We are just getting started, and the best is yet to be charted. Any questions?
Is that whenever we are going on any of the calls, especially if I say about the RFP calls, we have the leadership looking into the capacity dashboards to understand which site we need to operate it from. So earlier what used to happen, we had to reach out to the site directors. We had to find out, are there any unused seats, whether can we move any program, assign any program to a particular site. But now the situation is that when we go on a call, we have the capacity dashboard open. We get a faster, it aids in a faster decision making. We see it on the tool and then we take the decision.
So, who takes out the allocations? Does operations take care of it, or you guys take care of it?
We have a collaborative approach. So what we do is the WFM team calculates the seat requirement. They validate the headcount requirement, and based on the headcount requirement, we find out what is the peak seat requirements and throughout the month and throughout the year. And then we have this monthly cadence wherein WFM team connects with the operations to understand that how that seat allocation needs to be done. So once that discussion is done, then the seats gets allocated for the particular month, and then next month we again have those discussions. So whenever we discuss it for the next 3 to 4 months, and then we keep on having those revisions. In case they need any excess seats, then we get that gets allocated.
And is your facilities team flexible to make any changes to the structure of the floor in case you feel that the utilization is not to its best?
Yes.
So you kind of suggest that to them as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we have the monthly connects with the facilities as well. So earlier what used to happen is we used to work in silos, but now facility understands what's the challenge, what we need. So it's like a collaborative approach. It's just one team working towards it. So that's been helpful for us.
Especially if you want to utilize the infra at a better optimized manner. Question is, what is the SU that you had prior to implementing this, and what's the one that you're currently running at? If there is an improvement in the SU, what is your dollar value in terms of cost savings?
These are certain things which I'm not sure it should be shared in this open forum. We can rather have a discussion offline, but there has been a much better improvement if I can say about that. So what we were operating earlier to what we are now, there has been a massive change.
I just want to understand what is the measure on the seat utilization, the actual practices as a measurement you have put in terms of a seat utilization. How are you monitoring it?
So again, we can have offline discussion on this, but the way the seat utilization gets calculated is how many seats you have, how many headcount you have, and you calculate the SU ratio, right? Now, when it comes to these monthly cadences, wherein you have these change in the number of seats, probably in the lean season, you have a particular SU. When it comes to the peak season, the SU changes because we are allocating additional seats to those programs because of those extra heads that's happening. So throughout the year, considering the requirements, the SU is also changing. Not to that level, but then yes, that there gets some improvement. And then we decide on whether we need to have more people on the site or whether we can utilize some work at home options as well.
Okay, one suggestion, because even in my organization, we have done the similar kind of approach. What we have implemented is that we have a workforce management tool, and the tool has a capability of understanding whether the person is working from office or at home basis the VPN login or basis the CorpNet login. It understands, and that is the measurement method we follow. If at all, if it is a CorpNet login on a particular day, basis the workforce management tool, we understand that was the days out of the overall population, that was the number of people who came into office, and that's the actual easy way of doing the seat utilization. Maybe if you have a similar workforce management tool and it understands where the employee has worked, maybe even you can practice that.
That's a great suggestion, ma'am. But the thing is that those tools are actually looking at the historical data. What we are doing is we are looking into the future data as well. So when we plan, we also look at what is going to happen after 24 months. So there somewhere, yes, these tools plays an important part, but the human approach, nothing can replace it, trust me. So that human approach is what we have brought into the picture.
Okay, what I meant to say is that on a day-to-day basis, what is the actual seat utilization, the number of footprints which you are getting into office every day. So that is the easier way of measuring it. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Any further questions? Thank you so much.
Thank you.